And welcome again to my YouTube. I'm the proud owner of the Dion painting, which is on the left of the man serenading the woman, which is the Mona Lisa. And these are facts. The Mona Lisa on the right is a younger Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa on the left is a older, more mature Mona Lisa. Remember, we all grow older. What I'm going to try to explain to you isn't difficult for anybody to understand, no matter if you're a professional or not a professional. I never consider myself to be a professional, but I do consider myself to be consistent in wanting to get to the answers, and that's why I pursued as many YouTubes as I have. Down below here, you're going to see the icon, which is the skull. Blown up, I'm going to show you what that skull looks like, which is this particular skull. And then I'm going to show you what that skull is when you see my x-ray of my woman's hand with the pre-bent finger, which has been the normal thing for anybody to know, that if the hands aren't right, pass up the painting. Leonardo Da Vinci pulled a trick on the world, and the people who are artists and authenticators, it slipped through their hands, and I was fortunate to come and find it, and I actually come about it through the grace of God, in the sense of how it all came about. And it's in my YouTubes about how it come about, of me loving God and my dad, and signs from heaven, and signs from my father, and the will. Let me show you that this hand is in the Mona. Now this is the Mona right there. This is the Dion Mona, which is Mona Lisa, but as an older, more mature woman. If you look at her finger, and you'll see that the skull fits exactly in there with an overlay. And there's a reason. Let me kind of lock this. If you look the inside of her finger, how it fits, but it stops here and there's more. Well, that is his trick. If you also look at these fingers, you're going to see when I pull this down, you can see them inside, how they're centering up, and they continue and go by. And you'll also see this particular. You'll see it everywhere. Just a moment. When you pull this down, you'll see how this guy here is actually this guy here, and this guy here is actually in here, and then he continues more and more, and then when you slide him across, this guy is here, then he's here, then he's here, etc., etc., etc. The same thing with this. Doom, 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 doom. You can see the cut angles. You can see the cut angles. Now, let me pull this down and show you. This is where the fingers ride. Okay? And always in between too. You can see. You can also see the outline of the thumb. You can see the outline of the thumb. It continues. Watch, please. If I was to start all the way over here, you can see the outline of the stars reaching it. See? Because he makes his paintings move. If I scoot it on over, She absolutely fits perfectly. And then if I scoot it over again, she fits on the other 4/5 of the skull. Now, if I pull this over, you see these indentated lines? That's where they fit identically in there. So when I go to put this in, it matches 100% puzzle piece right inside. Boom! You can't get any perfecter than that. If I cut this line right here, you can see the line cutting through here. It's a separation. It's a portion of the skull. It's a breakage. If I put this up in here like this, you can see this little guy, this guy, how it fits. Watch. Right there, perfect. Right there. And he continues, because if you see his cut, he's cut here, he's cut there, he's cut there, and he cut. But these are all in stars in different ways. If I put this again, and I match it, you'll see the cut line right through here on the first finger. So I'll put it right here, right through the center, and there it goes, right on down. And then it goes micro next to it, and so on. And then it even goes around it. So when you put this back and you see that, you'll see that this inner piece in here is going to be somewhat open. See, you can barely see it, but it's somewhat open here. You put this back again, and you can see how this is down through the center of the finger. This is down through the center of the finger. Okay. Down, down, down. If, again, I place this here, and if you look at this right through here, you can see the outline of a little lightness of the same design. See how it moves from here to here and to here and continues? Now see if I can highlight that thumb for you. If you take a look here, you can see the stars that curve the turn. See how it curves the turn? Okay. So if I really go over here, you can see how it matches like the mountain through here on the fit. Let me crank that just a little. See how she fits in the mountain? I pull it back down, fits in the mountain. Watch, fits in the mountain. Now you can look over here how it fits. It all fits. Now I'm going to pull this down. Well, no, I'm going to put this up, and I'm going to down it so I can show you something else. Now this is the MIDION painting. Okay. But what's really neat about one of my other sketches I was trying to show you, that Leonardo da Vinci always does his hearts and love. This is a guy that looks like an owl or a hawk, and has wings. Okay, it has wings, but each individual is a person. So for you to see that, you need to see this stuff on a 55-inch screen minimum. These are people turned into images of his stylist. Do you see the hearts? Here's one. You see how he has a person right here? But that's in the cut of the heart. Here's the heart. Okay. Let me show you. There's a word in here. Okay. Are you ready? I don't know if you can follow this one good. These stars, if you connect the dots, is an L. And then it goes E, O, okay? And then his ends is a slur, like a partial C, okay? N, A, here's an R, upside down. Here's a backwards D. And then he has either his little O here he wishes, or he can make his O this big, whatever. Because no matter which way you read this, it's also going to be, and this is a fact, it's going to be spelt forward and backwards. And also, it's going to have his lover's name in there, or lover's name in there. So all these that you see is not only him writing his name broken in stars and his lover's name, it's also the cartoons and the images, like here in the corner down below. Those are that's an image of like a bird right here with a beak. Okay, these are people riding. That's a cartoon. Look at that cartoon. These images are absolutely, look at that. See, that was a face, and now when you see it by itself, it's a baby. See, so what I'm trying to say is, this is a whole face, and then this here is just a little baby on the face that makes the whole. This guy is a trickster in his works, and that is a fact. So if you see these images and you think, okay, you think that there's something to them in the sense of images. Look at all those people all in circles. Look at that. That's not an accident with the brush. Look at that. Those are two like robots. See? Right here? These are his images. Now watch me reduce this down for you can see how big all these images are. We're at 600 right now. So I pull this down. Pay attention where it was. And it was right there in that area. A dot. Pick a dot. This was all blown up 600 times itself. Okay? With all those images turning into a meaning and words of his love. And don't forget, every degree you turn it, it changes 100% in the meaning and in the words. The guy was an extremely smart individual. Now, if you look at her finger, look how tiny her finger is. I super blew it up, okay? And that's unbelievable, okay? And in the Mona, we're going to have to go to Mona for you. Don't forget. That means That means in that little dot area right here, her hand went on up and they're floating through here. Okay, not just only here, because I found her absolutely everywhere. He's made it fit everywhere. And it's going to show you on my other YouTube of how the horse, if you see the horse, that's the horse right there above her head. Above her head, this is a horse, is the Mona over here. That horse is going to go right here and cuts on over and goes in here, cuts on down. I've done it in one of my other YouTubes, and I'm going to continue this repeat for you. Maybe it comes out better and better, or I explain it better, or some sort. Either way, it'd be better, right? Anyway, I want to thank you for subscribing. I want to thank you for viewing. I want to thank you for your kind words. And I want you to stay healthy, stay inside, do what's best for the whole world, and hope and pray that everybody does great. And again, God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens, and you have a beautiful, beautiful life. And out. And amen. And I can use your help. If you have any way of helping, thank you. Amen.